Hello, welcome everyone to the Skinny Jean Gardener Show. God, these are so dirty, these glasses. We are running late, but sounding great here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for your gardening entertainment, everybody. And tonight we're doing a watch along. Oh, a watch along? Yes, that's right. We are watching the school gardening tour, which happened this time. Can you believe it? This time last year. We were touring the country, getting to, it feels unbelievable, right? 10,000 children gardening. And tonight, because we are celebrating the launch of these glasses are so dirty. The launch of the school gardening success plan. Thank you. The school gardening success plan. We are celebrating that by showing last year's tour. Got there in the end, everybody. Got there in the end. So welcome to the show. Let's get started because we've got a right old busy one. Facilia. Or Pacilia, if you just read it off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, I can't hear you, on. Done something wrong with the thing. Anyway, elephant poo is what I got.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
Great, mate. Your signal is always terrible, but I'm good, my friend. Excuse me. You got an allotment? When I go, don't put artificial grass on top of me, all right?
Are you going to get composted, Lee?
Yeah, Okay, right. Yo, let me know if you're in the comments tonight. We're running late, but sounding great. Evening, Liam Webb's in the house tonight. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's a piano. Hello, good evening to Mr. Suggett. Hello. Running so late. If you're about tonight, let me know in the comments. Thumbs up, appreciated. Right. All right. Oh, look. Mr. Stuart Jack. Would you believe Stuart Jackson got shouted out to me today? He said, "Oh, we're going to get Stuart Jackson on this OHS thing." I said, "Yeah, I know Stuart." Just getting the cogs turning. Team. Oh, Mackie's in the house. Legend. Everyone's legends in the house tonight. Let me know in the comments if you're also a gardening legend. Fishing for compliments. If you want to put them in the comments, then I'm fishing for compliments tonight. Getting them all out tonight. Right, come on. Oh, hello, Rob. Right, let's go. Okay, right. I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm running late, and I'll do this in a second. I'll do that in a sec. I might as well do it live. Are you, Jane saying, "Am I playing the keyboard?" No, I'm not playing the keyboard. What happened there? What happened there? What did it cut out? Right, listen to this. Okay, Liam, I'm doing so good, but I'm running late. Right, I'm looking. Thanks for joining me tonight. All right, Jane. Good, it's terrible. I don't know what this is. This is right. So what I'm looking for on the system tonight, we're watching the school tour. Why can't I find? Oh, this is going to be bad if I can't actually find the video tonight of the school tour. It's on this. I'm sure it's on here. Is it in live shows? What a start. Anyway, I'm running late tonight. There's many reasons, but yes, I found it. Thank you. Whew, that was lucky, team. Wait, don't have to start playing. I'm not ready for you yet. Get off the screen. Okay. Welcome to the show. Pretty relaxed, guys. Am I playing the keyboard? I'm not playing the keyboard. Liam, how am I? I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling really good. He also said, Leo, you're amazing. And it's great what you were doing for schools. Thanks, man. Big up to the school plan. We got our first school plan order today, so I was meeting pumped. One down this year, 99 to go. I have water. Have I got water? It's like being in a hotel bar, isn't it? Like sitting in like a hotel bar, right? Imagine. Got me in the corner playing the old keys. Maybe you're sitting in the corner doing a word search or something. Things start picking up. Enough of that. Right, welcome to the show, everyone. Really pumped, right? So we've got our first. I feel like maybe I shouldn't share. Well, I'm going to share it with you because I was pumped, so excited that I got my first order today of the school plan, which is great after a couple of 3 days of third day today, is it? Of it officially being out. If you want to find out more, it's skinnyjeangardener.co.uk/school success. If you want to check it out, it's on your website, mate. It is. Professional as always. Thanks, Suggs. Thanks, man. So tonight, what I thought we'd do, because we launched the school plan this year, is I thought we'd watch back the school tour video. I'll give you a bit of behind the scenes of what really went on during that school tour, and see what you think. Because a lot of everything. By the way, thank you to everyone that watched the show on Monday. It was a bit bitty, not because of Suggs' suit, mainly because I had no internet, which is never great, is it? Where was I going with this? Oh, because a lot of the plan, the school plan is out now. School success, the school gardening success plan, has been built around 7 years of my children's gardening thing, and also team. No, not yet, sir. But I'm taking it as an order. Also, from this tour that I did last year. And I had a good man, Mr. Aid Sellers, film it for us. He went on tour with me and Dale. You don't actually see Aid, but he's behind the camera. And I mean, Mr. Jackson, there's a bit in this, right? I'll tell you the bit where I felt a bit awkward earlier. Mr. Jackson, the legend, showed the tour to the kids. I'm not sure how much he showed of it to them. Oh, by the way, phone lines are open tonight, team. 0742 357 4520. Please do call in whenever you fancy it. Hey, why not? Let's get everyone involved tonight. You can also hit the link. He showed the school tour to the kids. I'll show you the bit of what I felt when, as soon as he told me that, he sent me a picture. Have I got the picture of the kids watching it on my phone? Yeah, hang on, look. I'll show you, look. the worst point to show me them a picture. So, look. Can you see this? All the kids watching me getting out of bed. Not the best picture. I'm not going to share that on. Oh, this is a better picture of them all watching it. What legends right there, look. Absolute ledge. So yeah, what I thought I'd do is to show you behind the scenes and see what you think. If you haven't watched it yet, then now's your chance. It's the watch along. We're going to do part 1 today and part 2 on Friday. So stick around on Friday if you want to. They watched it all 40 minutes of it. Wow. That's amazing. I'm glad they enjoyed it. It's a good old film, isn't it, right? Yeah, so we're going to watch that tonight. What I should say as well, I just want to quickly mention it, is today with the RHS, I was part of a panel for schools who did an hour talk, and it was pucker, like so good. I had so much fun doing it. It was a really interesting one. Watch it back to do if you can. But I had a great time doing that. Anyway, I'm not going to rabble on about that too much because we got a show to do. We got a show to do, team. Okay, right. Should we get into it? Right. So what happened was a little bit of background information. Is we went on tour around the country, the entire country from Birmingham. There's nothing past Birmingham, so don't worry about it. All right, that's a lie. There is stuff obviously past Birmingham. Didn't get many schools from past Birmingham. I think we did get one school from Scotland. I thought it was a little bit far to travel from Scotland town to Birmingham in one day. So we were hitting like 3-4 schools a day. Scotland. Where? Scotland. Oh, yeah, there's Scotland. I forgot about Scotland. I thought it was a little bit far to travel down, all right, in one day. We were literally going to about 3 to 4 schools a day. And so everything had to be picked quite close to each other. So we started up in Birmingham, worked our way down to Manchester, down near Ashton Keynes. I don't really know what that area is called. What would you call that? Down that way, into London, and then back to the hometown, Essex, which was great. A whole week of visiting schools. Right. Enough rabbiting. I'm going to talk more during this, but who's texting us? Get out of town. You can call in at any point. It's all England to me. Right, let's get this started. Let's get this party started, team. Got a lot to get through. Here we go.
Welcome to the CD Garden School Tour!
This week I'm travelling the country and we're getting 10,000 children all gardening with little tiny seed kits. Plus we're starting 20 school allotments. Now I should explain, team, right? We didn't get 20 school allotments started because something happened. I won't go into it now. COVID happened. I mean, that sort of threw everything up in the air. But so we didn't do that.
Say chili pepper.
If the children don't learn
Oh, who's this? Who's this guy? More from him later on, Mr. Jackson.
plant stuff, we're going to have a whole generation that doesn't know how to grow vegetables, don't know where it comes from.
We're packing it up and we're ready to go.
Don't worry about the camera.
No, I'm not. Don't just... That was my brother, by the way, everyone. You may have seen him on the show before. Getting a bit hectic, isn't it?
It's amazing how many children don't actually know what some of the things that they've grown today, which is why doing something like this is really beneficial because it's just exposing them to all those different things.
I love it. It's an amazing feeling to see.
Oh, it's Michelle there, everyone. Shout out to Michelle.
450 kids will get a go at growing something.
Right, so I'm really excited. Let's get on the road. Let's get them kids gardening. 10,000.
There we go. Day one of the tour.
The worst week.
Yeah. Our stars wide awake, ready to go. How you feeling?
Good, mate.
Yeah?
Pump for it.
For some reason, Aid liked to catch me. I don't know. I'm a very deep sleeper, team. He liked to catch me in the morning. These two, Dale and Aid, we're sharing a quite expensive hotel room, as you can see from this. Like to catch, like to catch me just as I woke up. So they were all dressed, ready to go, fresh as a daisy. I was generally waking up last. But there you go. It's all fun and games.
Oh, God.
It's day one, mate.
Yep, day one. I've been up for like 20 seconds, so thanks for filming me, Aid.
generally, I was up literally for 20. They just not set up. They literally just woke me up straight away. The only thing worse than them two waking me up in the morning would be this guy, Mr. Stuart Jackson. Hello, mate.
That's not a nice thing to say. Not when I was selling your show today.
Mate, thank you so much for showing
They
it.
couldn't stop laughing.
Really?
Oh, it was amazing. We had an hour out in the rain, and then I said, right, we're going to go and warm up and watch Lee.
Mate,
it was. They didn't stop laughing. It was so funny. It's the only class that hasn't seen it.
Oh, right. Wowza.
We haven't seen it.
Can you believe it's been a whole year since then, Stu?
Yeah. I don't know what's happened. There's something's happened, isn't it, between now and then? It's
yeah, I know.
It just can't believe how fast that's gone.
Yeah, it's gone really fast. What did all the kids think about it, looking back on it?
Yeah, they remembered lots about it. Well, it's obviously because we do it every week, and then I sort of brought in the success plan as well and told them this is what started your idea, and they're going to be involved in it from next year, or from September. So they were just they kept. Why is he always asleep? I said, because you work so hard. That's what I told him. I told him you work so hard that you needed sleep.
I need my sleep, man. I definitely needed my sleep on that tour. There literally was 3 of us in a room at a time, so no wonder I didn't get a lot of sleep.
I could have chose a better picture. I could have took the Wednesday picture. When you get there, there's people to see what I mean. Just look at his eyes when you see the Wednesday breakfast.
Yeah, you literally throughout this film you see the slow decline of Lee Connolly.
Yeah, you worked rather hard that week, boy, didn't you?
Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. How are you, mate? Anyway, you all right?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I just couldn't make it this afternoon, but I've had an email to say that they want me on one of the other ones. So,
I really hope I'm on the same one as you because, again, I'd love to be doing it again. It was really fun.
Was it good? Do you have lots?
Yeah,
lots of schools.
I think there was about 33 altogether that turned up.
Oh, brilliant.
Which was nice. And we talked a lot, and I put my own unique perspective on some of the ideas that was out there, which is good. But a lot of the questions, so anyone that doesn't know, there was like an RHS like question school gardening thing today. And a lot of the questions were like about funding, about getting free equipment. How do we get community involved? And a lot of it, I'll be honest with you, a lot of my answers were based around tell the parents.
Yeah.
Because it's surprising how many schools I visit that the parents don't actually know what's going on. I'm going to say I love my daughter's school. They're absolutely wicked. But even we didn't know they were growing broad beans last year until they ended up coming back. Yeah.
Did they do them in a jam jar or a plastic bag?
They didn't know. They just did them straight into pots. We also got, I think I might have mentioned it last year, we also got like a sock. We didn't know. We didn't know what
the grass one. Yeah, the grass sock.
Yeah, it was grass in the end, we found out. So
yeah, don't do that at our school. I had 5-year-olds planting. What were they planting today? Nasturtiums and sunflowers today.
Oh, that's cool, mate. Do you know
that was in the maths lesson.
Brilliant. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I really loved the other day is you tweeted about that picture of was it daffs coming through the onion bed?
Yeah. That to me, that sums up school gardening. That's how it should be. They put things where they want them. It's not how my garden is at home, but it's not my garden, it's their garden.
Exactly.
So anyway, we better get on with this show. I just thought I'd ring in and wind you up a bit, that's all. Just to tell people just to look at your eyes on the Wednesday.
All right, man. We've just got to the first hour. Look fresh as a daisy here.
Yeah, fresh as a daisy, yeah. You only dropped 2 watering cans by then.
Yeah, that's it. All right, Stu, thanks for calling in, mate.
That's all right, mate. Speak to you soon.
Bye, David. Bye. Mr. Stuart Jackson, one absolute legend, everybody, for calling. You can call in too tonight if you fancy it. While we're watching this along, totally agree. Their garden, we're the facilitators. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. One of the questions, and I do get a little bit, not annoyed, but a little bit like, come on, is I get asked what to grow. Here's one of the questions we had today, right? What exciting things can you grow for kids? And it's a bit like when I'm asked, oh, what's quick to grow? Yeah, what's quick, what's exciting? And I'm always like, the most exciting thing a child can grow is not the biggest, not the colourfulest, but the plant that they actually want to eat. Like if they love tomatoes, do you know what I mean? Grow tomatoes. This is what I'm trying to say to you. That's what I don't know what you think I was trying to say, but that's what I'm trying to say. If they maybe they love chilies. Grow chilies. Feeling hot. Right, let's get back into this because it's going to take forever. The most important thing they can grow is themselves. Ooh, deep. You can have that one for free. Well, I'll just pretend you didn't put that in the comments, right? The most important thing I'd say you can grow. Wait, messed up. The most important thing that kids can grow is themselves. Come on. Let's watch this. We're only 2 minutes in. Anyway, right? So, by the way, just to let you know, team, that vehicle there is not my motor. Everyone thought I was doing pretty well that week of driving that motor around. Big up to Toyota, I think it was. Hyundai. Was it Hyundai, actually? We'll find out later. I can't remember. I think it was Toyota. For lending us that. I felt like an absolute legend driving that about. I'm trying to post the first load of the kits today from Marks and Spencer's, so let's go and grab them. That looked set up, right? It wasn't set up. That generally happened. David Brent. Big up to M&S as well for supporting this because it was a Toyota. Cheers, Sucks. Because M&S obviously supplied all of the kits for this, and so what we had to do is, because obviously we literally had about 5,000 to 6,000 children we visited. The other 4,000 actually got them delivered to them, and then we did a live thing at the end. But obviously we had a pickup truck from Toyota, cheers, and I couldn't fit them all in the back. We had so much stuff. Mr. Mackey gave us a load of stuff for the schools. Big up to him and Empathy for supplying the seeds. And we had bird seed, plant feed. They got everything. Like, it was puckered to be able to also give them more to start off their allotment. But M&S made the little pots of seeds that you will see us sowing in. So basically, we had to go to loads of different Marks and Spencers, which was great fun. About 5 Marks and Spencers, and say, hey, I'm the Skinny Jean Gardener. We are doing a massive tour. And what they would turn around to us and go is, what? You're doing what? So I'm doing a school tour. Around the country. You must have heard of it because it's sponsored by you. And we're here to pick the seeds up. Gary, have you heard about this? Have we got some seeds? Luckily, most of them had them. You don't see the actual struggle of getting them seeds, but yeah, big up, Mackie. Well done, Jane. But that happened. Gary, have you know these guys? You work for NASA? No. First day, this was the first store that did exactly that. think it's so important that kids know exactly where their food absolute chuckle brothers comes from. So getting them growing from the tiniest of seeds into an actual plant that they can use in the kitchen is absolutely perfect. So that's what we're doing this week. Here we go. We're starting 20 school allotments and we're giving all the schools the product to do it with. So by the end of the season, we're going to have 20 successful school allotments all growing their own. What's going on? So we're at the first school, St Nicholas School in Newchurch. So excited, this is just before all the kids come out into the playground. And I mean, just look at them views. We've got amazing views here. It's a little bit chilly, don't get me wrong. It was so cold. You know, like cold it is now? It was that cold. Well, what views? It's going to be a lot of fun. The biggest reason that I'm so excited about this tour is because, one, we're going to get so many kids gardening. Can you see why we can't do this anymore, can't you? Can you imagine doing this now? It'd be absolutely impossible. Gardening all in one go. But also, they're all going to take home these little seed kits and hopefully get their family's garden as well, and that's what it's all about.
In 5, 4.
With me, it's trial and error, and with the children, I think that's important. I get that across to the children. You can try to grow something. If it doesn't grow, it doesn't matter because you can try it again. You can alter. Is it in the wrong place? Is it because we've given it too much water? Did I plant it too late? Let's try those variables. But I think for children, it's important that they have a go. And that they enjoy it, because my club every Monday, they just absolutely love being outside, having a go, growing things, and they'll bring things in from home and say, can we have a go at this? Or I've had an idea, can we try this out? And sometimes you think, yeah, we can try it out, it probably won't grow, but the children love it.
She was proper lovely, she was. But I actually mentioned that today. We're talking about pumpkin seeds and how you know if they can germinate. And I really do think just whack them into the soil, yeah? And then just let it roll. Like, it's going to be good. If they might grow, they might not. But we'll learn from mistakes. That's the biggest thing, right? Talking of mistakes, Ian Beddoe. Beddoe says, Rosendale. I'm so horrible to him. Rosendale in Lancashire. Yeah. That's the one. Is it in Lancashire? Yeah. Well, that is it. Yeah, you're right.
Good time gardening?
Wow, because it is exciting. It's like it's a mass thing where the whole school, all the kids are getting involved. And, if the teachers are behind it, that means that once we leave this school, like we're only here for an hour, like once we leave, it means that education is going to carry on. And what we're doing here actually means something to the school. Now, obviously, what we're going to find out, let me just rewind what he just said. That's pastly. Let's see what he just said. Wow, because it is exciting. It's like it's a mass thing where the whole school, all the kids are getting involved. And, if the teachers are behind it, that means that once we leave this school, like we're only here for an hour, like once we leave, it means that education is going to carry on. And what we're doing here actually means something to the school. Now, what we are going to find out, obviously, is, obviously, because I've created the school garden success plan, is, that we do get excited and everyone gets excited about gardening, and some schools, like Mr. Jackson's schools, who has that real massive support to push that constantly out there, it works perfectly, right? Perfectly. To get them excited, get them pumped for the start of the year. For any schools that are not massively into gardening, then, it can be a little bit harder to keep that energy going. This is Accrington School, literally just down the road. Actually, just down the road from Beddoes, look. These lot were wild. Like, I think there was about 500 of them.
Well, it's the life skills. It's independent, for when they leave the school, when they go to the high school, when they leave high school, it's knowing that they can actually grow their own things themselves, which they can then eat themselves.
Not everything comes out. It's children knowing that not everything comes out of a tin or a packet, and it's you get better flavour when you cook with natural grown things, and the taste better. It's better for you from a healthy perspective, and if they can go and grow their own. Right, stop the tape. Right, you saw me just go down the corridor and rewind it. When I talk about, you may have heard me talk about before,
other campaigns that are sitting there not doing much. Along that windowsill, there's loads of them that didn't look very happy. And at this point, this must be day one, is it? I realised that maybe these campaigns are not. They're great. Like I say, I always say they're great for getting people excited. Maybe it's not something that's helping entirely. Don't know. Anyway, their allotment. I really hope. I'd love to actually go back when we can and go and visit these schools. But their allotment was literally on the other side of this, right on the other side of the school field. A bit tucked out of the way, if I'm honest with you. A bit tucked out of the way. One of the things that was mentioned today was that if you're going to make a school allotment, make sure you put it somewhere where there's plenty of water source. Because obviously you need to water your allotment. This one's right on the other side of the school. It wasn't looking great, but I'd love to go back and see what it's like now.
Produce.
To be fair, it was much.
Then to make something with them is a real sense of achievement.
Yeah, my name's Lee Connolly.
Now, I'd say it's much, but you have to remember that's why I also made the school plan the whole 12 months. That's what I've done it for. The whole 12 months. Jan to December, by 21, didn't I? That's why I did it. This is a cool little school, this one. I like this.
Jean Gardner. So today we're all going to sew together our seed pots, all right? You are the third school. Do you think you're going to be the third school? The best school? Yeah.
Told A to cut a bit out, but I mucked up a bit there. This school was a perfect example. The school literally just before was amazing. Had a massive field. This school here had this playground that you're looking at and a load of tarmac. It was smack bang in the middle of a massive housing estate in Birmingham. And like great school and really nice school, don't get me wrong. But they had no green space at all, hardly.
Okay, let's see how we go on, all right? Right, so, for you guys that have already got your pots, is to start breaking that soil tablet up into your pot. Start mashing it up.
It's getting a bit hectic, isn't it? Hectic but good. It made me feel like I'm actually making a difference. Cool, we're going to go deep here. We're going to go deep, and I'm going to take back every single word I probably said. So they're actually thinking about gardening and getting involved and excited about it. I think a big percentage of the kids that we're visiting and getting sowing this year, it's gonna start their garden adventure, and I really do feel that. I think it's gonna be a big thing. Yes, that is me signing pots, like I'm like Bono. So I think, this is the first time I've actually felt like made the biggest impact. Now, I really did think that I was making a big impact with this. I know Stu will probably say you did, and I know a lot of people think that I did. There was a big impact, but maybe not for the reasons I thought, which brought me to this point today. Oh, hang on a minute. Look, this guy, I thought you'd think he'd be wearing a suit, but no, more cash today.
No, I've gone back to my normal, although I've lost a beard.
Well, you're the man of many faces. Hello, mate.
Yeah, hello, mate. You right?
Yeah, I'm good, dude.
Good. Now, I'm watching your video, and what I keep seeing, and it's completely astounding me, people are close together and touching.
So strange, isn't it?
It's really weird to see.
I can't even tell you how many high fives I did over 1 week.
Oh my God, I've forgotten what a high five is, it feels like.
They used to exist back in the 2019s, but they sort of got phased out in 2020.
Right.
May have forgot.
Damn
so
COVID.
like, I feel so I do love watching this back because I feel so lucky that we did this, and obviously in the time we did it, because had I thought like too late to do a school tour, I don't think it would happen for at least another. I don't think anything like this is going to happen again for at least another 3 years, maybe.
Right.
Which is the same, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to ask, are you planning on doing another one?
No. No, I will. I would do another one. but it would have to be for the right reasons.
Right. Yeah.
Because as we find out in this, and I'd probably maybe a little bit too harsh on myself, it is really great to get a kids excited, but it must have that follow-up support.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so if I do something like this again, like with a big brand like this, it would be mainly to push out the school plan, get them school plans into schools, and then me tour around and help people set it up and get them started, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you need to go on tour more often.
Telling
in
me.
my opinion. Only because I think what you should be, and it's something you've hinted on already, is that it's all well and good doing it once and that's it. But if you do it more often, it's like a recurring thing, a support side of things. It's not you're just doing it and forgetting about it. You're making it part of your
year. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Ideally, I would love to do it again. I mean, at the moment, everything's upside down. Like you say, so strange to see so many people together so closely. I mean, do you know what? In fact, for some of these schools, it could have been the last time that a whole school, apart from at playground time afterwards for a few weeks, would have come together for an event. So it's a bit sad, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's only a year ago, isn't it?
Literally
to the day.
To the day. Tomorrow, I would have, this time last year, right now, I was sitting in probably quite an expensive hotel, ready to go and see Mr. Stuart Jackson tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's a special day tomorrow, isn't it?
It is. It's Thursday. Yeah.
Well, if you're not going to say it, I'll tell everyone. It's your birthday tomorrow.
My birthday tomorrow, mate. Yes, it is.
Yeah, your 25th.
How did you know that? Tell from my complexion, mate.
Yeah,
it's my birthday tomorrow. So yeah, I last year I saw Mr. Jackson for my birthday, and his whole school sang "Happy Birthday" to me. So that was nice.
Well, I'm not going to sing "Happy Birthday" to you because I wouldn't want to put your viewers through that pain. So
it's so cool to watch this back, though. Like, I thought it'd be quite a good time. A whole year it just seems wild, really, doesn't it? What a year it's been. To what we thought at this point. It's very point last year. I had no idea.
Yeah. Now I know later on in the video you share some of your reflections on this, and that was at the time. A year later, have your thoughts on the whole thing changed?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd break it down so much. Like this bit of literally just watched of me sitting. I think I might have been in the hotel at the time. I think I literally have just said, I think it's end of day one, possibly. Maybe it's day two. I don't know what day we were on yet. End of day one, I felt like we were making a big difference because mainly because after I did this tour, I was looking to follow up with them schools, only 20 schools, to make sure that by the end of the year, they had their allotment set up and they were doing really well. Obviously, that didn't happen in the end because of what happened, but but there you go. So that's why I was excited. I mean, now looking at it, obviously, I'm probably a bit harsh on myself because my mindset at that time was like, yeah, we're going to do this. We're getting all these kids I'm actually visiting, excited. And then we're going to follow up throughout the year and make sure that they're doing okay. Now knowing what I know, then maybe I'm being a bit harsh on myself. But it got so it's good.
You couldn't have predicted COVID, but had a COVID not came along, what would have you done differently over this last year? That's a really difficult question to answer, I know, but
yeah, I mean, it could have. Well, had COVID, you'll see by the end of this that me and Dad, I mean, you've watched it before, but you see by the end of it that what the school plan that I've created now was happening in my head at the time.
Yeah.
I don't think I called it what it was. I think I just said we need to have continued support and make sure this happened. And also, I mention it again, spoiler alert, anyone, that maybe these campaigns are not the best thing for that continued support.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it's good looking back on it.
definitely good to look back on it and reflect is the word.
Yeah, reflection, mate. Reflection. How are you, mate? Anyway, you all right?
Yeah, I can't complain. Had a good couple of hours in the garden today, or in the shed, I should say. So I feel good for that. I feel good just spending a couple of hours in the shed, you know, getting stuck into seeds and plants and stuff. If I remember right, you were having a gardening day today.
I was. And I was very similar. I mean, I wish I had a garden day yesterday, but I didn't. I chose to just look at the sun and think, all right. And I thought I'll do it Wednesday. I thought I've scheduled this Wednesday as my garden day. Chucked it down, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of gardening, but I was getting too wet. Went inside though into the shed and sowed some seeds, which was quite nice. So there we go. Exciting times.
Yeah. It does always feel good to get your hands in the soil, I think.
Really good. I mean, I felt very excited by it, mate. But yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of pottering. I sorted a few bits out and a little bit of a tidy up. But I mean, ideally, I wanted to have a little cut of the grass. I know people say it was a bit early, but I want to have just a trim, just a tidy up, really. Nothing too short. It's a little bit of top.
A little bit of a top. I did mine at the weekend, so I would say it's not too early.
Yeah, well, you are down in sunny LA, aren't you? But
yeah,
I should have done it yesterday. I should have done it yesterday. But anyway, well, good day, man. I had a really nice. It was just nice to be outside, to be honest. Yeah.
Excellent.
Really nice.
Excellent.
But there we go, dude.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you, mate, for coming on. And I'll check. Jane just said, "Hoovered the Astro." I think she's joking.
Yeah.
She better be.
Astro's like swearing to you, isn't it?
Oh, it's not good. I think people tell me to wind me up because Stuart Jackson the other day sent me on Instagram some cleaner woman. I can't remember what her name's, Hinchworth or whatever. I don't know what her name is anyway. Some Instagram influencer got a AstroTurf to garden, and Mr. Stuart Jackson decided to send me a competition to get my own done. So I think he was winding me up, or maybe he was just being nice. I don't know.
Well, I think I'd like to think he was winding you up, but perhaps he thought you needed it.
It's a joke, mate. Dude, thanks for coming. I'll speak to you later.
Have a good one. Cheers, dude.
Bye. Fantastic, Mr. Suggett. You can call in tonight. We've got no adverts tonight. I'm not going to do adverts tonight. So if you want to fancy calling in, then please do. Liam says, it's Jensen's birthday day this Saturday. Happy birthday, Jensen. Check that out. Been freezing here today. Jane also says, I bet those kits were amazing for kids as part of remote garden. Yeah, they probably were, actually. The idea, you're probably right, actually. I did get some amazing feedback. I didn't get some feedback from some schools. But some schools were amazing at getting back to me because the idea was that they took these little kits back with them and took them back home and then brought in the plants once they've grown them at home. Because I really think it's important for schools to garden, but also family as well. Like, we want to teach family out of the garden from school. That's the idea. Get the kids learning at school, take it home to mum and dad, get them gardening. That's the idea, team. So yeah, I'm sure it was. And do you know what? I had loads left over afterwards. I think the final schools were, I was like, here's some more boxes. I had loads left over. Don't know how it happened. But anyway, I had loads left over at home. I got home with some. Left them out the front. I was like, not the Pied Piper with seeds. That's not right, is it? Anyway, I left loads of seeds out the front, loads of these boxes, and they all went. How long we got left? We got about 15. God, tonight's flying by. We're not even halfway through this. Wowza. Right, come on. Oh, it's not playing. No.
So yeah, we're here at St Chad's, first school of the
day 2. We're only on day 2. Let's get to at least day 3. Come on, team.
day 4 schools today, so it's going to be a tough old day getting around them all. We're just setting up at the moment, setting all the bits up. Looking pretty good.
You shouldn't have like I had a top 3 schools I visited. This one, start of the morning, we got there. They were fired up. I don't know if someone was selling Red Bulls outside the school, but they were fired up, this school.
Good. A little bit of issue with the rain, but today I think we're going to be lucky. Do you reckon we'll be lucky?
Understatement. Understatement. We had an issue with the rain. It rained in the night. A load of the boxes got wet. We had a nightmare.
Yeah, cool.
Who likes gardening here? Right, this is day 2 of the tour, okay? So we've got 5 days. We're doing 10,000 children. So shall we have a countdown to day 2? Yeah? Right, okay. Right, ready? 5.
Look, it's growing.
Is it growing?
Yep. It's like there and it goes up. It's nearly there. It's actually growing.
So excited.
Know that you want to be a gardener.
How did I know I want to be a gardener? When I was...
Can I just say something before this bit comes up? I feel really bad for these kids because I was feeling really tired already, and it was only day 2. I was trying to be calm. I come across as really moody. I can only apologise to these kids. I think they were all right afterwards. Looking back on it, probably shouldn't have mentioned it. I look a bit moody. I'm not.
Your age, I never did any gardening. So you guys are like really lucky you get to do bits. And it wasn't until I was 26 that I actually started gardening. So then when I had my daughter, Olive, I wanted to get out in the garden more with her. So I learned more about gardening, really.
That's well.
Oh, I actually... There is a reason that I was a bit like that. I'll tell you why, okay? One of those children, it doesn't go into the film, I don't think. One of those children said to me, right, which got me, I feel really lucky. I feel really lucky to have quite a nice sized garden, yeah? When this kid said to me, right, he said, I haven't got a garden, I haven't got a balcony, I've got nothing. I've got a windowsill, but it's just full of stuff. I've got nowhere to even start gardening. And I'd been to a few schools already that had a little bit of space, and you'll see I went to some more schools after this. They had a lot more space. I think straight after this I went to a school with just goats and all sorts. And I think this is the point. When I was sitting there, I was thinking this could have been the point where I sat there and thought, we need to do more in this. Like it's really not enough that this boy thinks that he can't garden or can't be a gardener because he's got nowhere to make it happen. He lives in a flat. He's got no place to do it. And they had, at this school, they had a little bit of space to do stuff, right? But again, it's a little bit of a tarmac thing. They had a little area to think about stuff, like quiet area, but it was right next to like a main road. And I think basically at this point, I just realised that we need to do more. I need to do probably something to make it happen. So yeah, that's my excuse of why I come across not so chirpy as I usually do. Bit of background. But yeah, you are right there, Jane. Community spaces for growing are just as important. Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Good, well done, yes.
How do we think that we can get the teachers more involved in it?
We could start gardening more as children, and then the adults would get ashamed that they aren't doing anything, and they might start growing themselves.
Pressure is basically saying we pressurise them like a pressure cooker. We tell them we need gardening. Shouldn't have to.
How does gardening make you feel when you do gardening?
Gardening makes me feel more active, energetic, and more like around the environment.
Yeah.
I don't have a garden because I live in a flat, but I use the windowsill and I grow lots of plants. But I stop now, but I just try and carry on because my mum and dad don't have much money to buy the seeds.
So we are outside because
Yeah, it really made me think especially when she said that, I was like, I get it, man. I get it. It's important that you come to school and do this sort of thing. Because you can see it makes a big difference to them. They love it. Like, love reading them scripts. No, I'm joking. They didn't really. I was joking to them. Yeah, fight off more emotion to it. Yeah, you can see that it makes a big difference to them. I didn't feel like this school did a bit, but not a massive amount. So I feel like,
it's day 2 of the Skinny Jeans Garden school tour with Marks and Spencer's. Lee Connolly, welcome to Birmingham, sir.
Mate, thanks so much for having me.
such a nice guy, Chris. And I was like, hello, mate.
I've been to Birmingham a few times, mainly to the NEC. Never proper gone into it, but the kids in Birmingham are crazy. Like, they're so excitable about the gardening side of it this week. So I think Birmingham could be, don't tell everyone, Birmingham could be the best place we've been to.
Yesterday, day 1 of the tour, where were you?
Yesterday we were up in Manchester.
Okay.
We're in Birmingham now. By the time you listen to this, we would have done Swindon, we would have done London, we would have done Colchester.
Free love on the free love freeway. It sounds like I felt like David Brent.
Hometown.
Going home.
Yep, going home. Yeah. So yeah, we would have travelled the country, done some miles, mate.
For the kids, they're excited. The teachers are even more excited, and already they've got massive plans of things to come over the coming weeks as well, and plans that they want to do.
Yeah.
So your plan of getting kids gardening, it's working.
Oh, big up to Chris, everyone. I don't think Chris watches, but big up to him. He's such a nice guy.
Why do you think gardening is important? Because it's like really fun, and if you it takes your eyes off screen and you can get dirty as well.
I have a question. You know how on this, what does sprouting time mean?
That's when it's going to poke through the soil. Yeah.
Okay,
It'll start sprouting.
Good old Dale. We learned something. I'm from my gardening days. Both Aid and Dale are absolute legends on this. I don't know about them.
It doesn't matter what space you've got, mate. It really doesn't. We can all be gardeners.
Absolutely. So all the best of the rest of the tour, and well, on behalf of all the kids on the school tour, and of course all of us at Second City Radio, all the best of it. We'll speak to you again soon.
Thanks, dear. Appreciate it.
So we're on the final school of the Tuesday. We're going from Birmingham, all the way from Birmingham to Gloucestershire, which was going to be tight anyway, but we had to, like you might have seen, we've had some issues with some of the Marks and Spencer's things getting absolutely soaked. Absolutely soaked. We had to go to another Marks and Spencer's and basically rob them of the kits. This was really tight. Does anyone remember Marcus, who used to come up on this show now and again? This was his school we went to. It was tight, right? It was tight. So we had to get some more of them. And now we're on a race to get there. And I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling like I don't want to be late for them. Like, I know that all the schools we've seen already have been so excited to be getting their hands messy, getting outside gardening. And I don't want to let any schools down. So the race is on to get there, get the kids' hands messy, get them gardening, and yeah, continue our adventure.
Sorry, we're a little bit late. I'm going to stand up here.
We were late.
Are we all good? Yeah! I said, are we all good? Yeah! Yeah, that's better. You all good?
The children need to be learning about, sustainability and obviously that what you can actually grow, you can actually eat. And I think we're a long way behind some of the other countries. I went to Italy and visited some schools out there, and the children were eating what they grew in their gardens for their lunch in their canteen.
We could do that so easily.
Yeah, so easily. It was such a good thing to do, and the children have a real interest in it as well.
That was really great at this school, because even though we turned up late, they were all fantastic. And at the same time, it was great to see the parents come and pick them up because they were so excited to show them their little pots of absolute awesomeness to take home. The parents are like, what's this? It's really exciting. Michelle makes a really good point. The whole community needs to get involved. It's so important. Parents can make this successful too. Yeah, that's one of the things I kept saying today on the RHS thing as part of the panel, was like parents are really important in this, and telling them exactly what's happening in your school right now. That you're getting gardening, you're going to get support from them. And that is where your community comes along and everyone gets involved and chips in, and that's where you get them seeds of knowledge, physical seeds as well. It all happens from there. So Michelle. Michelle's only watching because she's going to come up soon on this. I'm not sure when she's on it though. Part 2's on Friday.
I mean, we have 2 allotment plots just over on the other school site over there, and when we go over there and we will pull a few carrots and take them back and chop them up for the children, their faces, I mean, they just come to life. And it's almost like magic. Yeah. You know?
Pop it in. We don't want to see the white paper. Well done. Give yourself a round of applause and a cheer. You've done awesome. Woo! Thank you so much for waiting for us and being part of this. So thank you, everyone. And yeah, have a great time gardening. Thank you.
If you've got a love for children or a love for gardening and a love for educating or trying to get your this message across, then just go for it. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. If you've got like, well, I can build bug houses or I can build bird tables. Yeah. Say that to the school. Say, can I come in to show them how to build a bird table for a couple of weeks? Yeah. The kids are going to take that away. Take it home and go, wow, look at this. It's that small little skill sets. We've all got them. Every single school's got a huge skill set. But you don't necessarily know who's on the playground. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. Or who knows who. Yeah. We can teach them so much because a lot of the kids won't necessarily know where something comes from or that's what it is. Yeah. Yes, we live in the countryside here, but there'll be still some children that don't know where a carrot comes from or how sweet it tastes, taking it straight out of the ground. And yes, you can just pick it out of the ground and eat it.
Thanks, Beto. Beto says, if you come out and mank, give me a shout. Yeah, a very cheap spare room with a glass of wine. Yeah, another legend right there. Yeah, I know. Schools, one day. Not Beto, not Beto's. I'm talking about Marcus. We did it. It was close. It was a close one, but we managed 4 schools. I don't know how many people today, Dave? Almost another 1,000? 1,000 kids? Like I said when we were driving, like I would have been gutted if we didn't make it to school because all the kids are so excited about getting involved and gardening, and we even got to watch them come out of the school, showing their parents all of what they've sown. So yeah, we did it. We've achieved it. On to the next one. Now, yeah, we're coming to the end of tonight's show, everybody. It is my birthday tomorrow, and this is how I got woke up for my birthday last year. Luckily, you get to see it. Ridiculously. Is anyone who thinks I'm going to be really happy? Let's find out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Lee. To G Gardner. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, guys. Morning, Lee. Morning. Are you kidding me? Every time you get me like, come on. Just when I wake up.
How you feeling, Lee? Go. You're on camera.
I feel, great. I feel, great. I've got nothing at the moment. Thanks for the party, streamers. Oh.
There you go. Oh Oh dear. Well, luckily tomorrow I will not be woken up like that. I do hope so. That is it for this tonight, team. That is the end of that. If you want to check out part 2, then we'll be back on Friday at 8 p.m. where you'll be able to see Michelle on there too. Thanks, Liam. Liam's a great video, mate. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, Jane. So happy that it is my birthday tomorrow. I'm well excited for it. Not going out or nothing, but there you go. But yeah. If you want to see what happens for the rest of that tour, hey, you can go and watch it now if you fancy it. It's on YouTube if you want to watch the thing through. If you want me to watch along with me, then watch back on Friday, 8 p.m, team. And we're going to go through that whole show. Or for the rest of it, anyway. For the rest of it. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let's just quickly check the comments before the end of tonight's show. Happy birthday. Thanks, man. Thanks very much, Liam. Guys, have a great Thursday. Don't have to send me a message in the morning. Really don't have to. It's embarrassing. I don't really want to talk about it. But 25 again. So yeah. There we go. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. It's been a pleasure as always. I shall speak to you on Friday. Much love. Facilia. Or Pacilia. You just read it off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, I can't hear you, Anon. I've done something wrong with the thing. Anyway, elephant poo is what I got.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
Great, mate. Your signal is always terrible, but I'm good, my friend. Excuse me. You got an allotment? When I go, don't put artificial grass on top of me, all right?
You gonna get composted, Lee?
Yeah. Hey, Advert Lee here. Enjoyed the show? Good. You can listen to the best of episodes on the podcast every Sunday. That's right, Lee uploads it every Sunday, the best of podcast. So get out of bed, grab yourself a cuppa and pop in the headphones and you can listen to the best of the week. Or we have some absolute corkers. Go give it a listen. But from me, Advert Lee, and from Lee,